Ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Red Sox have made a trade. Welcome in to another edition of the Red Sox Rundown. I am your host, Jack Lautaret, and it's 11 o'clock Central, midnight Eastern time. We love midnight trades here at the Red Sox Rundown, and the Red Sox have traded for relief pitcher Steven Matz from the St. Louis Cardinals. Going back to the Cardinals is corner infield prospect, beloved by many, Blaze Jordan. We're going to get into everything you need to know around Steven Matz, where he's going to play, what I think is going to happen next for the Red Sox. We'll also talk a little bit about Blaze Jordan as well. But before we do, one word reaction to this trade. My one reaction is solid. I think it's a one-for-one trade. Both sides win, and we're going to get into all of the details here in a little bit. But you let me know one word reaction to the Steven Matz trade. So let's get into the nitty-gritty here. According to Alex Spear, he's going to be a reliever. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh my gosh, he's got experience as a starter. Is this going to be the Red Sox starting pitching move? No. Everyone take a sigh of relief. This will not be the starting pitcher move. The Red Sox are still looking for starting pitchers. According to every source that we've seen, Steven Matz is going to work out of the bullpen. And I think the consensus around Red Sox Twitter and all beat reporters and everyone, including myself, is I like this trade. I don't hate it whatsoever. You move a Blaze Jordan who doesn't really have a path to the big leagues. And Tyler Milliken has a great point. He says with Christian Campbell getting the majority of the time at first base, it was pretty clear there wasn't really a path forward for Blaze Jordan. And he's Rule 5 eligible at the end of this year. So either you were going to have to put him on the 40-man roster, or you were going to have to trade him or risk losing him to the Rule 5 draft. So I think that you give Chaim Bloom, who's getting ready to run the Cardinals front office after this season, you give him a player that he drafted that he really likes, and you get a fundamental piece of your bullpen going forward. I really like this trade just from a foundational level. I think that it works. It's a one-for-one. You didn't have to give up too much, and you got a key bullpen piece. I understand what a lot of people are going to say here. They're going to say, it's not a flashy move. It's not a Mason Miller. And Emmanuel Clase, well, Clase is, not getting traded, but you know what I mean. A Yohan Duran, a Ryan Helsley, who got traded earlier in the day. I understand that, but the Red Sox, don't need an ace closer. You've got that in Aroldis Chapman. You need arms, and you need arms that are not volatile arms, and that's what Steven Matz is. This season alone, he's had a pretty solid season. 32 games he's appeared in, 55 innings pitched. He's got a 3.44 ERA. I know that doesn't jump off the page. That's not fantastic, but the FIP is 2.88. His expected ERA is in the 82nd percentile, so that's well above average. But this is the biggest thing about Steven Matz I think everyone's going to really like. And we've been talking about this with Jorge Alcala, especially over the past few games. Steven Matz's walk percentage is 98th percentile. Just incredible. He has 47 strikeouts to 9 walks in his 55 innings pitched this season. What Steven Matz is going to bring to your bullpen is stability. And that is something that the Red Sox right now desperately need. You've got a lot of very high-powered arms. Jordan Hicks, Jorge Alcala, Aroldis Chapman. But with good stuff, sometimes comes volatility. And if you can get someone like a Matz, who is not volatile, who does not get a lot of ducks on the pond, who is fairly consistent, that is going to be a calming force in this bullpen of a lot of volatility. I like this move for the Red Sox. I really do. But you let me know. Grade it for me. A, B, C, D, or F. Remember, Steven Matz is coming to the Red Sox, and the Red Sox are sending Blaze Jordan over to the Cardinals. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade the trade for me down below in the comments. This is why you guys subscribe, because as soon as a trade happens, it doesn't matter what time it is. Like I said, it's 11 o'clock Central. It's midnight Eastern time. Doesn't matter what time it is. We're going to make a video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we're going to be live later today. If you're watching this in Eastern time and it's already past midnight, we're going to be live later today. We're going to be live at 4:30 Eastern time leading up to the trade deadline. You're not going to want to miss that. So hit the subscribe button right now. We are less than 100 subscribers away from 4,000 subscribers. Join the family. I promise you're going to love what you see. So hit the subscribe button right now. All right, let's talk a little bit about the financials, how all that's going to work. So Red Sox payroll, great follow on Twitter if you guys don't follow them already. Here's what they had to say. It said Matz makes $12.5 million this year. Everyone relax. So the Red Sox would pick up the remaining $3.963 million for 2025. He will be a free agent after this season. So Steven Matz is a rental. That is something we have to consider here. This is a rental piece, but you're only paying him just south of $4 million. So you're not really paying him that much. And then if he completely flames out, he won't be on the team next year. So it really is, just a high risk, potential high reward type trade for the Red Sox. Another point that Red Sox payroll made, unless they're sending out a current member of the 40-man, they can move Tanner Houck to the 60-day IL to make room. I think that's the perfect move for them. I think you just put Tanner Houck on the IL, the 60-day. I don't think we see Tanner Houck for the rest of the year, personally. So I think you just put him on the 60-day so you don't have to DFA someone and get someone off the 40-man, and then you just bring in Steven Matz, and he's a part of your bullpen. Blaze Jordan, it's unfortunate. We talked about it. I mean, he's played well this year. OPS of 868, a 304 batting average. He's got 12 home runs. Like, he kind of was tearing up AAA, but we talked about it in the video I did earlier yesterday. He did show regression. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of someone completely different. No, I'm not. I am. He showed regression from AA to AAA. So that was a bit of a concern. And again, like Tyler Milliken mentioned, with Christian Campbell getting a lot of run at first base, there's just no path for Blaze Jordan to make the Major League roster. There just wasn't. And it's unfortunate because, again, he's a fan favorite. A lot of people really love him. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't going to work. And so trading him and bringing in a solid, stabilizing reliever is something that I think was a really good move by the Red Sox. And like I've already mentioned, I think a lot of people are really, really big fans of this trade. Now, the Red Sox aren't done, though. I don't think they can be done because other teams in the wild card race are getting better. The Seattle Mariners, who are a game behind you in the wild card, they just traded for Eugenio Suarez. They traded for Josh Naylor last week. So you cannot be satisfied with just this trade. And I don't think that this is. I think they're still going to look for a starter. I think they're still going to look for a first baseman. But this is not the end of the trade deadline for the Red Sox. I think this is just the beginning. But like I've already said multiple times, I know I sound like a broken record here. I like this trade for the Red Sox. I think that this bullpen desperately needed some stability and some fresh arms. And if you can get Steven Matz in here and he can be effective and he can bring some stability to a highly volatile bullpen, I think that's going to be a recipe for success for the Boston Red Sox. Do you think the Red Sox are going to make another trade? Y for yes, N for no. I'm going to smash my Y for yes. I definitely think they're going to make at least one, maybe two more trades at the deadline. Hell, they might make 3, 4, 5. Who knows? But I think they're going to make at least one more trade. But you let me know. Y for yes, N for no. Do the Red Sox make another trade before the 2025 MLB Trade Deadline? That's where I'm going to end it, guys. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. Like I've already mentioned, we are less than 100 subscribers away from our goal of 4,000 subscribers by the deadline. We are going to be live at 4:30 Eastern time later today, an hour and a half before the deadline, breaking down every single move that happens at the deadline. Not just the moves the Red Sox make, but the moves everyone around the league make. If the Yankees make a trade, if the Blue Jays make a trade, if the Rangers make a trade, if the Mariners make another trade, we're going to break them down, tell you how they affect the rest of the league and how they affect the Red Sox in particular. You're not going to want to miss that. So subscribe, turn on your notifications, and join us at 4:30 Eastern time for a live stream around the trade deadline. That's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. One more time, the Red Sox have acquired Steven Matz, reliever from the St. Louis Cardinals, and they are sending Blaze Jordan back in return to the Cardinals. That is the trade. Make sure you subscribe, and until next time, go Sox.